Hi vlog. Just decided to show you my recent deliveries from AliExpress. These are basically bread making accessories and tools. Let me just take it all out and then show it to you one by one. So these are the baskets for bread dough proofing. This is not for the oven, it's just for the dough to raise. And this one came as is, so it was separate. The textile and the actual basket was delivered this way, and this one was wrapped. And but it's the same shop who sent it to me. But as you can see, the textile is slightly different. It's lighter in color and basically the same in texture. So this one needs to be, this too needs to be washed, and as you can see, there were probably a reason for covering this basket with the textile, because it has some scratches on the outer part. It's more or less fine. As you can see, this one is usual, so this is not something like bad. It's not the cause for return, as every basket of this type has this place where they glue those sticks together, like here for example, or here. As you can see, it's all connected together, but at some point they cut those stripes diagonally, and this is how they connected one with another. So this is the baskets for the dough to proof for the bread. And also I bought these scrapers. By the way, the price of each, its price was the same, very similar. It's like $6.50 or $6.70. It's below €7 for each, which is quite a normal price and quite affordable, especially if we compare with the with other like online and offline, especially offline shops for bread. So another tools, which are two similar. It's actually the same, it's just that this is the package and this is the actual tool, the scraper. And I like it because it's quite hard, but it's not too hard. I mean, so it's not foldable, it doesn't have to be. So I like how I feel it in my hand, and it should be quite convenient. It's not too big, it's not too small, and I like this curve. Basically, it's really convenient, not only for the bread dough, but for other like thick doughs as well. So these are two scrapers, and the price of them was 77 cents each. So it's quite and I bought two because for that price, and those tools are quite useful and they're used a lot. Also I bought two silicone mats. I'll show it to you now. I'll show it to you unpackaged. Yeah, here it is. So we have this like silicone mat with different diameters, so you can approximately see how big your bowl is, the dough bowl. And by the way, as you can see, the maximum temperature is 230 Celsius. Yeah, so since I have quite a small oven, and the maximum temperature it's 230 there, so it's suitable for in my case. But if you have 250, and if you bake your bread as well, it should be baked actually at a temperature 2050 degrees Celsius, and then lower it down basically. But if you start with 250, those mats may not be ideal for you. But anyway, for me at 230, these are the ideal, because actually the forms in which the bread is baked should be preheated in the oven. So the oven and the forms are preheated, and you're supposed to put the dough in it. You can actually do it with hands, really carefully, but a bit more convenient is to put the dough, usually it's a round shaped dough, on this mat, and then with your two hands sort of lower it down if it's deep, or just carefully place the dough into the shape and then cover it if it's covered, or not if it's not covered. Because in my case, for example, not all of my shapes, bread shapes and forms in which I bake bread are covered. So anyway, you're supposed to leave it in the oven with the dough, and then with the same manner, just take the ready-made bread outside of the kettle or the Dutch oven in which you made the bread. So this is the second one. It's the same in terms of shape and price, but it's red. So instead of orange, it has red lines. And the price of this each was 174, so it's less than €2 each. And especially, these are not a surprise for those who are baking already, but this is the tool that, these are the blades. I believe they have about 5. Yeah, there is 5 carefully wrapped blades. You put the blade on top of this tool, and then carefully draw a line or draw some, I don't know, paint like a tree on top of your bread for the gas to come out and for the bread to look beautifully when it's ready. So this tool cost me about €2, even less, I guess. It was $1.99 or $1.89 something. So I believe this is the bargain, because usually the price is higher. So overall, I bought all this really basic set of tools, bread making tools, for about less than €20. And I believe if I did it in a usual baking shop, especially offline, it would cost me 2 times or 3 times as expensive. So guys, if you're just starting, you may want to try even without these baskets. You can use a usual basket and cover it with the towel, kitchen towel, the cotton one, for example, and start with that. And then when you started to feel the dough, started to feel the temperature, started to notice what works best for you, what flour works best for you, what timing and best for you works best, like baking schedule works best for you. In this case, you can move slightly forward and upgrade yourself with these baskets. And it's not all, there are many more.